Congratulations and welcome to Builderall. Hi, I'm Chris Chesar. I know that you want to get started right away, so let's get to it. To get the best out of Builderall, there are a few things to set up right away for ultimate efficiency. The three core Builderall tools that we will be setting up today are, number one, the Builderall Website Builder, formerly known as the Cheetah Website Builder. Number two, MailingBoss 5.0, and number three, the Custom Email Tool. We'll also cover how to purchase a new domain and setting up your Builderall affiliate unique domain. Let's get started. These are a few of the things that we really need to take care of right away to make sure those three core tools are communicating with each other. And that's the Cheetah Website Builder, MailingBoss 5.0, and your custom email. And we'll go through this list. It's going to take a little longer than just to get it all set up, but it's better to do this now rather than later. And just imagine how long this would take if these were third-party tools outside of Builderall and you're trying to integrate them all together. We're just connecting tools inside Builderall to get your first website up and running. That's the key here, to get you going, get you started, and get you live. Let's go over this list briefly. You're going to go through a questionnaire when your first time inside Builderall, which you may have already done the questionnaire. We're going to create what I call a dummy website or a fake website. You have to build one website in there, and it can just be a whole lot of nothing. But I'll show you how to do that, how to buy a domain, and how to buy a second domain if you want to be affiliate. And we're going to show you how to connect a domain to your dummy or fake website. And we're going to show you how to set up your custom or what I call professional email, like mine is chris@mydomain, chrischesar.com. That's a professional or a custom domain. And we'll be setting up MailingBoss 5.0 for the very first time. We're going to verify our new domain, and we're going to verify our new sender email, which is your custom or professional email. We're going to verify them all, set them all up, and get them going. We're going to create our first list in MailingBoss 5.0, and we're going to connect that list to our new website so you can see how that works. Let's jump over to the Builderall Dashboard. The first time that you log into your Builderall Dashboard, at the time of this filming, you'll usually go through a questionnaire the very first time, and then you won't have to do that again. It's very quick, very simple. It takes like, I don't know, 15 to 20 seconds to get done. It may prompt you to start or create a website in a Cheetah Website Builder. If that's where you are right now, that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to show you, if you already answered the questions in the questionnaire and you have a dashboard that looks like mine right now, we're going to jump over to the Cheetah Website Builder and make our dummy or fake website. So what I'm going to do is come over to hover over apps up here, right up here. And if you don't see this menu up here, all you have to do is, let me see if you can see it. Yep, click on the three dots up here. I use Google Chrome. Whatever browser that you're using, just shrink your screen. I shrink mine down to about 90%, and these menus come up. You can see if I raise it, those menu bars are gone, and I have to come over here, or I have to look up tools. You can do it this way. The problem with looking up tools is if you don't know what you're looking for, that's part of the problem. So, but you can, because the main tools are right here anyway. But I like hovering over apps, so let me shrink my screen down to about 90%. So first things first, we'll hover over apps, and you can see we have different categories here. Legacy means don't use it, it's discontinued tools. Your domains, others sections, design and video, email and engagement, and builders. To start off, we're going to go to our Builderall Website Builder. Now you may see there's a transition here in 2023 where Builderall is rebranding their website builder. It used to be called the Cheetah Website Builder. So I just want to be clear, you may hear me through this presentation because pieces of it were filmed at different times. You may hear me refer to the Cheetah Website Builder. That just means the Builderall Website Builder. So we're clear on that. So we're going to click on Builderall Website Builder. Now you're going to see that I already have a lot of websites built. but we're going to create a new website. So I'm just going to come up here, top right-hand corner, create new website. Now we're going to go with the professional templates. We're not going to really build anything today. We're just making something, our first website, and it doesn't have to be anything. And I suggest doing this anyway, just to practice. So we're going to choose our professional template. This is completely something that's extremely advanced, the smart templates. So I highly recommend that you stay away from that right now. Choose a professional template. And for now, you can see they have a ton of templates here. You just keep scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, and it just keeps going. It keeps going. But for now, we're just going to create a blank template. So I hit select, and now I'll hit save. And there's our blank template. So we're just going to name this. I'm going to skip it. You could take the tour, which I highly recommend. We'll skip the tour for now. I'll just name this something a little bit different. So I'll just come over to my settings, and I'm just going to call this, so I went over to my settings. I'll just call this training demo. And then you do have to put that stuff in here, and we should be good. I'll hit save, and that's it. So at this point, this is the inside of our website. It's one-page website. Let's edit that page. In this training, we're not going to build a complete website. I'll have an overview of how to do that in other videos, but that'll be a little bit more advanced. This is strictly for just getting our email set up, MailingBoss set up, and so on and so forth. But we have to have at least a fake page set up. So we'll do that here. This is a panel. I'm just gonna grab this little dot, make this panel a little bigger. I'm just going to delete all of this. I can delete the text, delete, or whatever's inside that box in there, I could have deleted that, and everything inside the box will disappear. Those are elements. Let me just bring in some other text so we know what this is. I'm going to drag this text in. There we go. That's it. And then all I have to do is come up here to save. And then we're going to save. Do you want to publish this site? You can say not now, or you can say that's fine. We're going to say that's fine. Now this is a published, done site, technically. It'll ask us to close. And you can see here, they give us a domain already, but it's a very long and ugly domain. I highly recommend that you purchase your own domain. You may already have one that you're ready to bring over to Builderall, and I'll show you how to do that. But you can see you really can't use this. This is not professional at all. So we're going to just hit close. And you can see actually here before I close, you could buy a domain right from Builderall, which is fine. It's a little bit more expensive. I use Namecheap, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And my Namecheap link will be in the resources underneath this video. Let's close this out for now. So our dummy fake website is done. That was easy. I'll just hit the little house over here, and it's going to say, do you want to save your changes before leaving this page? I would get in the habit of saying save and exit. Save is always your friend. And now you'll see you have two tabs open that are the same thing. So I will delete the one before this, and we're good. That's how easy it is to set up your fake website to get started. Now we're going to move on to purchasing a domain, or if you already have a domain, how to connect your domain to this website. Let's do that now. In this segment, we're going to talk about purchasing a domain either from Builderall or from an outside source, and connecting that domain to your fake website. So let's get started on that. All right, so we're still in our training demo pages. We want to come out of here. So all I have to do is come to home, and you'll probably just see one website. You can see I have many websites connected already. What we can do is click on the three dots of our website. Let me scroll up a little bit. We'll go up to Connect Domain. Now, if you don't have a domain yet, that's okay. We can still do some processes and get your MailingBoss set up. But one of the hardest things that I see people coming into Builderall is having their custom email and their domain be verified through MailingBoss. And that's kind of what I want to do, and have you set up your first list and get everything started. What I could do is buy a domain from Builderall, a little bit more expensive, maybe about $15. I forget what it actually is. I haven't done it in quite a while. And if I purchase a domain here, just read through all of this. I'm not going to say I don't recommend this. I just like having my domain outside of a software. I just like my domain to be housed somewhere else. That's why I like Namecheap. It just seems a lot easier to me. And in their name, they're a lot cheaper. And I get some privacy built into where people aren't emailing me and texting me and stuff like that. So my purchase information, like legally, you have to have your name and address, and when you purchase a domain, and that's public information unless you purchase the privacy to that, which blocks that from people from seeing that. Because you're going to get solicitations that, hey, I see that you just bought a new domain. I build websites. You're going to get a ton of that. And personally, that's, I like to get it, pay the extra for the privacy. So I said, got it, let me buy a domain. And then you go through this, read all that stuff, and then you would search for a domain. Now this is a little bit harder searching for a domain because they don't give you, the other third-party services will give you suggestions, which I kind of like. And this, you really have to have something in mind. So you would, if you have something in mind, you could search it through a third party and then figure out what you want, and then you can drop it in here and purchase it from Builderall, and they'll take care of a lot of stuff for you that you don't have to worry about. But so there's a flip side to paying $5 extra or 10 extra bucks. So it just becomes a trade-off of immediate convenience or to go through setting it up with a third party. But that's up to you. I've already purchased some domains that I have, and let's go connect them now through Namecheap. You can see that I have quite a few domains, and what I'm going to do, I'm in my Namecheap account. I'm just going to take this one here. I'm going to hit Manage, and we're going to get that set up. And the first thing that we're going to do inside Namecheap, and I have a complete video on this, which will be in the resources for you to look at too, that'll walk you through this whole process. And this will work for GoDaddy or most of the other domain registers. So we're going to come into here into Namecheap Basic DNS. That's the name servers. So what we want to do, because I purchased this from Namecheap, I want to connect this with the Builderall servers. Real easy to do. So let's go back over to Cheetah. And remember, we're on our training demo. I'll hit the 3 dots again for you. Scroll up a little. Connect domain. And we have to do this first. And let me copy that domain because it's a long one. I'll just grab this right here, copy, go back to here, and paste that right in. Done. Looks like there's an extra space. I'll hit my back arrow so you can see that everybodyloveshadow.com, and we're going to connect. They want you to verify that. Yep, everything looks good, and I'll hit confirm. Now, it's connected, but we need to change those name servers, which are right down here. So name server 1 and name server 2. That's what we're going to put into Namecheap or GoDaddy, wherever you purchase your domain. You won't have to do this if you purchased your domain from Builderall. So that's completely up to you. So I'll copy this first one, go back to, let me bring it over here, scroll down, go to my Namecheap name servers here, hit the down arrow, hit custom DNS, and just paste that right into here. And then go back to Cheetah, and we're going to get name server 2, copy, go back to our register and paste that right in here. Done. And then what's really difficult to see is it's right up here. I'll try to zoom in on this. It's a green little check mark. That saves it. So I'm going to hit save, and it says DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. I've noticed in the United States, it might be different in other countries, but United States, if you use Namecheap or any of the registers, it's usually, I'll say 30 minutes tops. That's been what it's been like for me. So that's going to be a little bit delay here. I'll pause this video and we'll come back to that in a second. But before we pause, let's go back here. We're done here. And all we have to do is hit return. Right up here. And this is connected now. So if we actually went to this website, Click on the three dots, go to website, and you can see it's connected. So that's good, but we're getting a warning that the connection is not private. That's called the SSL, you know, where it's like HTTPS. Right now, it's only HTTP. The S after HTTPS, it means it's secure. So right now, we have an unsecure site. It says not secure. That's what takes about 30 minutes usually. Might take a little bit longer, don't worry. So that's just called propagation, and it takes some time. And that's why I like to do this first, to get it out of the way. So if it does take a couple hours or even 24 hours, it won't hold us up to get other things done. It's been about 10 minutes so far, and the secure SSL certificate hasn't kicked in yet. So what I'm going to do is jump over to set up our custom or our professional email with this domain. We'll get that started, and then we'll move on to get everything verified and set up MailingBoss 5.0. Let's set up our custom email for this domain that we just purchased. Inside our Builderall back office, we'll hover over Apps, Email and Engagement, and it's Custom Email right down here. Custom Email. And you'll see a pop-up here. This has nothing to do with your Builderall plan. This is just where it's like an email provider that's part of Builderall, and they don't want you blasting out emails from your custom email tool. That's, you know, sending out emails, email sequences, and email blasts, however you want to call it, newsletters, that kind of stuff. That belongs in MailingBoss for a reason, not this service here. So you can just check off, don't show this message again, but I'm going to leave it for me because I do a lot of demos. And then you can see I have a ton of domains over here. So it wants us to, you can do it two ways. We'll just go scroll down to where your domain is, click on your domain, and then you can click on Create Email. That's how easy it is. I clicked on a domain. So right here, you can see it already has our domain because we selected it. And then we could use our first name if we wanted to, our first and last name, it doesn't really matter. Support, hello, info, because you can create unlimited custom emails. That's another beautiful thing you're going to learn about Builderall is their middle name is unlimited on a lot of the tools. Very cool. Let me type in, I'm just going to put my first name. Done. So I have my name here, and then I just have to put in a password, and you're going to see down here, there's a threshold that you have to reach to make this level. So I would type out, you know, have a couple numbers, couple letters, uppercase, lowercase, and maybe a couple symbols, and then paste it in so you remember it for later. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see I've pasted it in my password, and I got 100% strength. I believe you can get in, oh no, it says level must be 100%. I thought it used to be 70, but that's okay. So you're going to have to use several characters in there. You can see it looks like I have 13. That's it. I'm going to create my email, and you can see that I had success, and it's added successfully. That's how easy it is, guys. This is easy stuff. Our next step will be to go view our email list, and we're going to have to open this up. And that might be hard right now if our SSL certificate hasn't kicked in yet. So let's just try. View email list. Mine is on the bottom. And then you might have to scroll down again. And you could either create another email here if you wanted to. I think so. We have Chris, the first one. We could do support, info, anything we want. Or other people in your office. But for now, we're going to just access this email and get this email verified. Now, this is what a lot of people encounter, because your email is based on your domain. So you can see here, I have my domain everybodyloveshadow.com is not secure yet. So that's causing a little bit of an issue for me to get in. So people see this and panic. So it could take some time. So for now, we'll try to cheat the system and take this S off the HTTPS up here. And try to get in that way. And there you can see I got in. So what I have to do, that's why it's important to copy your password on a notepad and probably your email if it's as long as mine. But I think I can type that in. Let me do that here. So as soon as I put my password, I filled everything out. If I put my password in, I could usually just hit enter on my keyboard, or you could hit the little sign in thing here. Perfect. So we're in. We're going to leave this open right now, and we're going to set up MailingBoss 5.0 for the first time. Let's go do that, and we'll verify everything inside MailingBoss because we have to connect all this stuff with MailingBoss 5.0. So this is getting exciting because we're almost done. In this segment, we're going to set up our MailingBoss 5.0 for the first time. Mine is going to look a little bit different than yours. As soon as you open this, it's most likely going to prompt you to set up your business name. You could have several business names. I'm not sure if it's unlimited on business names, but let's just say you could have several, and we can always address that later if you need more. But I do think it's unlimited, to be honest with you, but don't quote me on that. Let's jump into MailingBoss 5.0. Hover over my apps, MailingBoss 5.0. The first time you come into MailingBoss 5.0, you may have a different screen than me. And if you do, it's most likely having you set up your business name and address and all that kind of stuff. So once you get through that, most likely you'll see something like this in front of you. This is the biggie. The second one down, as of this filming, is connect and verify your domain and sender email. So now we're connecting everything together. So let's go to See Domains, and you can see I have a pretty extensive list here. Okay, so it automatically didn't bring it in. Now, if you purchased your domain through Builderall, it may have brought it in already. It's very possible. But for me, buying my domain from Namecheap, it didn't bring it in. So I'm gonna have to create a domain, and it's gonna ask me to pick which company I wanna use. That's why I really think that there's unlimited companies. So I can hit the down arrow. You can see it looks like I have 2 companies. I'll use my Montage Show Productions, LLC. And that means every email that I connect with this business will have my correct information. I don't have to always put it in on all the emails that I send out. And when I pasted my domain, it said that I had an error, and it looked like there was like a space. I had an extra space out here. You see it says invalid URL. So if I'll try to zoom in on this when I edit this. Just click out here and then hit the backspace, and you can see it went away. Now it's saying that it's not HTTPS. Let's double check that. Yeah, so I just clicked the little lock, and that made it HTTPS, and we'll hit save and see what happens. Everybody loves shadow.com. Do you want to add senders for the above domain? Yes, we do, because we already created one. So we're gonna have our sender's name. So that's, if it's Chris, that's what would show up in an email. Like if you go to your emails, you'll see somebody's name first, or a company, and then the person's email name. So that's what that means. So I'm just gonna put my first name again, and that should be good for me. You have to make a decision, and you can always add more, so it's not a big problem. Okay, so that's filled out. So you can see I have my sender name, what they'll see as Chris, and then the email that it came from. And that's important. If you had a company name, to put your company name there, however you wanted to do it for yourself. So that should be good, because remember, it was very important that we set up this email first in our custom email section. And we're going to hit save. So hopefully you noticed there was a green pop down. It said the email we set up was okay. We just have to verify and confirm that that email is a live email, it's working, and everything is good. So you can see it's right here. Important, after registering, you'll receive a confirmation code in this email. It will only be possible to use this new sender email after it's validated. Let's go back to our custom email tool and see if we got that verification email. Okay, it did finally come through, but it took a few minutes, and that's not normal. So I went back to MailingBoss, and I'll show you exactly what I did. So I went back, I left this page open, and there's our email. We're trying to get it confirmed. I hit the down arrow. I think you can still see that. Yes. And then I hit resend confirmation email. Once I did that, it popped right in immediately. So you can see what this says is verified, and it's saying no. Let's go over to our custom email tool, open this email, and it says, hello, please click here in order to confirm your sender validation. So I'll click here. We'll get a little pop-up. Congratulations, your sender validation is now complete. We don't need this anymore, and we don't need this anymore, and we don't need this anymore. Let's go back to MailingBoss, and I think all we have to do is hit save. Boom, done. So you can see it's doubled up. Don't worry about that. I think that's just because MailingBoss 5.0 is pretty new at this time, but we can see we have the green check mark and we're good to go. We'll hit close, but before I do that, what we've done is we've connected, we have a sender email, we've set up MailingBoss, and with our company info that you put in when you first got into MailingBoss, I'm sure they're going to ask you that. We set up our first custom professional email, and this is very important as we set up our new list for our real website when we do that. Let's close this out, and you can see it came back to my list here. Now it's saying, you'll notice here, and this took me by surprise, it's going to say enable SSL. That's your secure site. So it's processing that. So if you see that, I would just click on that, and it's saying our domain's not verified yet. And the reason that could possibly be is because I bought my domain from Namecheap, and it might take a little bit longer. If this was Builderall, it might be a little bit quicker. That's completely up to you. Let's see what our options are here. Bring this over my head a little bit. We'll have the drop down. And it looks like for me, because I got mine from Namecheap, I may have to click this button here, verify DNS records. Let me do that now. And it's saying unable to retrieve the text records for your domain. So that means that Namecheap and Builderall aren't yet communicating. And it's been, I gotta say, it's probably been about 40 minutes, if I remember correctly. So we just might have to wait a little bit longer and see what happens. I'll pause this video and I'll come back. Of course, I'm filming a demonstration here, and it took almost an hour for my SSL to be processed. And I want to show you what I did, because it was getting a little bit long. In case you run into it and it's over an hour, I'll show you something that you can check. I highly recommend that you don't mess around with this too much, but let's go check out the DNS tool inside Builderall. And that's where all our domains are housed. Let's go over to that tool, and we'll hover over apps, and we'll go over to Domain Manager. You can see my domain here, and if I scroll over here, I'm just going to go over to View Details. And you can see it says Status SSL. When I checked on this, while I had this tape paused, it said inactive. And there was a blue button down here that says Activate. I'm not sure. I haven't done this in a while. I clicked that button, Activate, and 5 minutes later, my SSL got processed. So that's a possibility if you use an outside service. If you're having any trouble, just check in your DNS tool, click on View Details, and check the status. You can see our DNS servers are okay. Those are the ones I put into Namecheap. But this said inactive, and it gave me an option to push a button to say activate, which I did. So if you're running into this trouble like I just did, and I'm so glad that we're doing this together, because these are some of the things that might come up that you can resolve yourself. You have it in the back of your mind. Oh, I know Chris said that. Let me go check that. And you can do it that way. So that's good. So we're good to go. Let me come out of here, go back into MailingBoss 5.0, which we left open. So it seems like everything had propagated and was good, but it's still saying that it's processing SSL here in MailingBoss 5.0. So it might take a little bit longer to communicate. And that's where this can get really confusing. And this is the hardest part, because once you get all this done and set up, you'll have a better understanding of how to go through this process and on your own, and it becomes so simple. But MailingBoss 5.0, as of this filming, is fairly new, so they might have a slower communication time than I'm used to. We'll just click on this down arrow, and we'll see what happens, and verify DNS again, and it's still unable to retrieve those text records. So what I'm going to do is pause this video and come back in a little bit. I'm going to go eat some dinner, take the dog out, and come back, and we'll see where we are. Good news, it took I think it was about 2 hours, if I remember correctly, and our domain, everybodylovesshadow.com, is finally verified in MailingBoss 5.0. Like I've mentioned before, it may take 30 minutes, it may take an hour, it may take 24 hours, But don't worry, it will be verified once you follow all the preceding steps. Now let's go see what is next on our list. Just to summarize, we've created our fake or dummy website. We bought our domain. In this case, we bought it from Namecheap. We connected our domain using the dummy or fake website. We set up our custom professional email, and we went through the process of setting up MailingBoss 5.0. We verified the new domain. We verified our new professional sender email. Now what we need to do is create a list in MailingBoss 5.0. I'll show you guys how to do that and connect that list to your website. And I'll just go through that process. Even though we're going to be using a dummy fake website at this time, I'll just go through that process to show you how easy it is. And then at the very end, I need to show you how to connect your affiliate, another domain. So if you want to be an affiliate for Builderall, we can go through that process. And we'll also show you how to download or upload done-for-you Builderall templates into your own personal Builderall account. And you can go right to my affiliate FastPass membership area and get some Builderall templates or templates to sell all kinds of different items, and just hit 2 clicks, you have done for you templates right into your account. I'll show you all that. So we have just a few things left to do, won't be too long. Let's create our first list in MailingBoss 5.0. So what I'm not showing you right now is I went to create a new list, and it was saying that our email is not verified. And I think it has to do with that duplication. Let's go check that out. So I'm going to go to my everybodylovesshadow.com. We'll hit the down arrow. And I think you can still see that, correct. We're going to show senders right here. And you can see we have a duplication. One says it's not verified and one says it is. Let's go on that, hit the down arrow on the not verified one, and we're going to delete that one. Do you wish to delete? Yes, I do. And now we have that done. Let's hit close. Now let's go back to home and try this again. So I like showing these things, so if you run into the same problems, it's easier for you to troubleshoot because we're seeing it in action. Go over to create a subscribers list, see lists, and then we'll hit create list, list name, Everybody Loves Shadow. We're going to copy that one here. We'll drop that in the description as well. And then what we have is enter the subscribers, like, is it a double opt-in form or a single opt-in? A double opt-in, you're going to lose conversions on that because people will have to get a preliminary email. They'll have to click on that email. I'm sure you've all been through that at one time when you opt into something. They want you to verify your email. It is better to do a double opt-in. I'm going to show you how to do that, but it's a little bit more advanced. I'm not going to show you that in this video. So we're going to just choose a single opt-in. That way there's no true verification there. We're just hoping that people are putting in a legitimate email. And then the opt-out. If someone wants to opt out from your email sequence or your list, what do you want to do? You want it to be a double opt-out, where they have to do 2 processes instead of just one. I like to just pick single. There are ways to do double opt-outs that when somebody opts out, maybe you could send them to another page that offers them a special discount on something or a free gift to keep them on the list. But for now, we're going to keep it simple because I just want to get you up and running. We're going to do a single opt-out. If you don't want to be on my list, see you later. That's the way I look at it, to be honest with you. If you're collecting phone numbers or something like that and you want to do SMS text messaging, you would toggle this on. But for now, we're not doing that. We're just going to hit save. We have everything we need here. Single opt-in, single opt-out, our description name, and our list name. The list name is for our records, so we actually know what the list is. As you start building sales funnels, websites, and all kinds of things inside Builderall, inside MailingBoss 5.0, you're going to have a ton of lists like I have, and then it could get confusing if you don't label them correctly. We'll hit save. We have a couple things to do in here. Our list name carried over, single opt-in, single opt-out, everything's looking good here, except for this right here, guys. Our from email is a default email. I guarantee you, if you don't fix this, this will land into spam. No doubt about it. So what we need to do is select our custom email that we set up, which was chris@everybodyloveshadow.com. You can see that it's got the check mark. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is copy this, and this is a little trick here. Let me just copy this. And you can see our from name is Chris. You could put the company name here. So if you wanted to put, if you want to put your company name there, that's fine too. If you didn't want to put Chris, you could just change it to Everybody Loves Shadow. And that way they kind of remember what they signed up for. So that's always good. But I want you to look at this reply to email. You want to try to get people to, or your prospects or people who sign up for your list, to reply back to your first email. So what I like to do that helps warm up your email is I like to have the same. My from email and my reply to email are exactly the same. This will help build credibility on Gmail, on Outlook, on Yahoo, iCloud, that kind of stuff. When people reply to your emails, it gives you a lot more credibility, and it'll help land you in other people's inboxes, because those email providers are seeing that, oh, people are interacting with this particular email, which is brand new. So it gives you much more credibility, and that's good for your email marketing. We don't need anything else here. If you wanted to enable CRM, that's fine. So we enabled the CRM. You can hover over the light bulb, send data to Builderall CRM. Can't hurt, even though you're not advanced and you're not using that yet. I would just toggle it on to collect extra information. You don't want to touch any of these other ones here. You don't need a welcome email. You don't need to require approval, and you don't need ranking list. That's a completely different type of thing that has nothing to do with this. So that's it there. Now let's jump over here to forms. That's our next step. And this is where, what is your prospect filling in on your form? We have email and we have first name. And these are both required at this time. So what we want to do is we always want the first name first, so we can just slide the email part down so the list looks more normal to what people are used to filling out. Usually people are used to filling out their first name or their full name and their email address. And then if you're going to collect phone numbers, you would put phone numbers at the very bottom. But for now, this is what we want right here. If you want to change the label, what I like to do here is change the label here. And that's what it looks like right here. So I would put enter your best email, and then we'll click on name, and we can just put enter your first name. So we give people a little bit more of, prompts of what to do. And that way there's no confusion at all. Now, other than that, we're all set up. There's nothing else we need to do. This is the very simple way to do things, and this will get you up and running. And then we just have to hit update, and we're all set. Great. So we updated our list. We can just close out this right now, and that's it. We can close out of MailingBoss, and let's go back to our Builderall Builder fake website that we set up. And I'll show you how to connect this list to an opt-in form. Let's do that now. So back in my Builderall dashboard, I'll hover over apps. We'll go to the Builderall website builder. We have our training demo site here, and we'll hit edit site. We're into our home page. We'll edit our home page. We can click skip tour. And then you can see we have our fake website here. Let's put in our MailingBoss opt-in form. So we're going to click add up here. We're going to click elements, and we'll scroll down to email marketing form. Let me just move it up a little bit over my head, right here. And then there's a couple of forms that you can choose from, and you can see what's going on here. Just take a look at those. I usually, to be honest with you, I usually put this one in here. And you can edit all of these and change them, the appearance of them, but I like to just drag them in here. So elements, I drag in and then drop. And now you can see it's prompting me to connect this with the list that we just created, or one of my lists. I'm gonna hit exit out of here, or click the little X here, and you can see we have just register now. So what I'm going to do, let me blow this up a little bit for you guys. I'm going to take this form, I'm going to click on this register now form, and I'm going to connect this to a list. So right here, this little gear type of cog thing, I'm going to click on that. All right, so we found our default form, which means MailingBoss 5.0. Everybody loves Shadow. That's the list we just created. Don't worry, guys. If you're just starting out with Builderall, you probably only have 1 or 2 lists in here anyway. I think there might be a default list that just says email list, and that's for internal purposes for Builderall. But for you right now, you just created your first list right here, and we'll click on that, and now we're going to be connected. So you can see the blue highlight around it, and we'll hit save. And what's cool about this, it's going to pick up the first name and everything we put in there. Enter your best email, enter your first name, and then we can grab this little blue right hand corner. You got to click on it, and you can make it a little bit wider, make it smaller. It all depends on how you want it to appear on your site. There's things you can do. You can create shadows on this. You can, change all this kind of stuff here. But you can see we have our email list. It's all connected. Everything is good at this point. We're just going to have to save and publish. Let's just click here. We'll right click on this, or you can hit the pencil to edit this. I'll just hit the pencil. And now you can see we're editing our MailingBoss form. We can change our general colors. Here you have our background color. When somebody hovers over it, the color text, if somebody hovers over it, I usually like changing that to black. So I just click on that color, and then I just grab this little dot in here and slam it over to the bottom left-hand corner, and I'll show you what that does. It's pretty cool. And we'll just hit that drop down, change that. We can round the corners if we want. So if we want to round our borders, we can do maybe 30%, and then it takes it all around. Now we have more of a pill type of shape button. We can do that. And then right here, we can change our headline. So it says register now. We'll just put submit for free access to whatever we're giving away on this site. And then what I like to do, here's a little trick, hit the space bar. So I'm still right here in headline. I'm going to hit the space bar, and then I'm going to go down here, show icon list. We're still in the headline, show icon list. If you want to put like a little icon at the end of that to guide them, like a check mark or an arrow or something like that, that's where we put that. So I'm going to go to show icon list. We'll get a little pop-up. I'll just type in arrow, and I'll hit search. I have to hit it. I can't just hit enter on my keyboard. I have to hit search, and then you'll find a bunch of arrows. I like clicking this one here, this little circle here, and hit select. Now you can see here, it put that in front. I don't want that. I want it on my right hand side. So all you have to do is go here, it's under headline, go over to the right hand side. And you can see because we put a little space in between the last letter, we put a blank space and then we put our icon. That's how I get it where it separates itself. And we're done. That's it. All we have to do is hit save, and we're going to hit publish, and it'll say that's fine, and we're good to go. Let's go to that website and test everything out. Now when you do testing, you can see here we are on the live website. My changes didn't take effect. So what we're going to do is refresh our browser. In United States, it takes about 2 refreshes. I know in other countries, it could take 5 times to refresh. It just depends on where your server is in the world. So let me refresh this. And I did it once and it's already up. I like doing it twice. That's good. So we can just put Chris, and then you can see, I don't like the way that's looking right now. and I'll show you how to fix this. But for purposes of just moving forward, we'll hit submit for free access. Now, what this is showing, this is a default page because we're not sending them anywhere. So that's where you need to decide, where do you want to send them once they submit their email? Where do you want to send them? We normally want to send them to another website page. So I'll show you how to set that up as well. So let's drop out of here and let's just check MailingBoss to make sure that at least our opt-in form is working at this time. Back office, we'll hit apps. Should be able to see this still, MailingBoss 5.0. We can just go right here where it says create a subscribers list. We can just go to see lists. We want to make sure that everything is working. And it looks like we have one new subscriber. We'll just hit this red little pop-up arrow and we'll just go to subscribers. Perfect. And you can see everything is working. There's my email. It's confirmed because we did a single opt-in. And you could probably see the date here, created at January 23rd, 2023. Perfect. This is looking great. So everything's working. So what do we need to do? Let's fix the color of that button. And then we'll also, I'll show you how to send them to a page where you want them to go to collect their information. Let's do that now. First things first, I didn't like when I hovered over this page, I didn't like the way this button looks. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So let's do that. Let's go into, click on here, we can hit the pencil or we can just right click on it. And that means we're editing the MailingBoss form. We're going to go to general colors. And we have 3 different colors. We have our background color that everyone sees initially, our hover background color, that's when somebody hovers over, and that's what I didn't like. But I did like this beginning color. So I'm going to take this blue color that I like, I'm going to copy this, and I'll go down to that hover color. I'm going to make it the same exact color. This is what I like to do. So click on the color, you'll get the drop down, and I'm just going to hover over here and then paste that right in. Now they're the same color. And then my color text hover will be good. I also didn't like the border on this form. Didn't like it. So let's go to the border. And I'm just going to, you can see it has a border size 4. I'm just going to zero that out. I'm going to make it 0. That's just me. It's my preference. We'll hit save. Now in this case, I'm just going to go not now. And that means I didn't publish it live. I just saved it. Now, the next thing we want to do is, you saw it took me to a default form. I didn't like that at all. So we need to send them to, where do we want to send them? That normally would be our other page on our website. We're giving them a download to a PDF. We're sending them to an affiliate offer with an affiliate link, something like that. Let's just send them to Affiliate FastPass, which I want to talk to you guys about as well. Let's do that. So we're going to set link. That's the little paperclip. That means, where do we want to send them after they opt in? Let's do that. We'll hit the paperclip page, and then we have a website. We'll just send them to a URL right now. And that'll be affiliatefastpass.com. Perfect. That's it. Hit select. Done. Subscribe, confirm. Remember, this is more of a double opt-in type of thing. We want to send them to the same place, affiliatefastpass.com. Click on this little box right here. Same place. Website. Paste. Get our domain in there. This could be an affiliate link from ClickBank or whatever it is. And then unsubscribe, confirm. That's where you could send them to, you know, somewhere else, a special offer or something like that. I just leave mine blank. You can just leave it blank like this, or you could send them to the same place. It doesn't really matter. But hit save. These are the 2 main ones right here. Let's hit save. Good. Everything's set up perfectly. Let's hit save and publish. We'll hit save. This time we're going to publish it. That's fine. Good. Perfect. We can go to the website. Remember, we need to refresh it maybe once or twice, maybe more. I'll refresh it. And I saw something happen. Now, Remember we changed the color, right? Let's blow this up a little bit. And you can see now it's a little bit nicer. Now it just is a subtle change. Submit for free access. You see just the text changes now, which I really like. Let's put this in and we'll hit submit for free access. Now this should take us to that other website. Let's try it. Perfect. So everything works great. We have everything set up great. We collected an email and we also sent them to where we want them to go. This is great. Now I'll come back to Affiliate FastPass in a little bit, but let's go check to make sure we collected our new email that I just entered. Let's go back over to MailingBoss, which I have open already. Everybody Loves Shadow. I'm just gonna refresh the browser. And now you can see on our list, Everybody Loves Shadow. We have 2 subscribers. This is good. We'll hit the little red drop out or whatever you call it, pop out thing. We'll go to subscribers. And now you can see our new person here, Organic Roost, is all good and confirmed. This is fantastic. So we've done everything we needed to do at this point to create a list, connect our list, and it's all working and it's collecting emails. Perfect. We're doing great. We created our list in MailingBoss 5.0. We connected our list to our website. And now I can show you how to download or upload done-for-you Builderall templates from anywhere, whoever's offering them. And they may even be inside Builderall if you're in the Funnel Club. You can upload these right into your account. I'll show you how to do that. And I'll show you this extra bonus that I have for you with Affiliate FastPass. Let's do that now. So inside Affiliate, if you go to affiliatefastpass.com, it'll bring you to this page here. Right now, at the time of this filming, this is free for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're with Builderall or not with Builderall. It doesn't matter if you're on my Builderall team or not. You can get in here, like I said, at the time of this filming for free. I will be charging for this down the road, but for everyone who registers now, you're guaranteed for life to have everything I offer inside Affiliate FastPass for free. So we can go in here. If it's your first time, you can register here and you can use this to log in if you're already registered. So let's go. For me, I'm logging in, but for you, it would just, you click on register, name, email, password. I would use the same credentials as my Builderall. Then it's just a lot easier. But for me, I'm just gonna sign in here. That takes me to the back office. As you can see, we got a lot of stuff going on here. This is really cool. You can see down here is our featured freebies here. Got a bunch of stuff here. Click on these buttons, check stuff out. But we have ClickBank products, things like that. And then down here, you have a bunch of stuff here. You got all kinds of different templates. You can preview these templates. Super cool. And you can see these are Builderall templates. And what's cool about these, you can edit these any way you want. These are great to help get you started where you don't have to build all these out. Because learning how to use the Builderall builder, you know, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get used to building stuff out like this. And right now, I have it all done for you. A lot of great templates in here for you to put together and just pop them right into your account. Just click on here, preview funnels. You can go through all this stuff. If it says free, it's free for you to use any way you want. Email swipes, Builderall templates, got a bunch of ebooks in here and instructions on how to use all this stuff. So really cool stuff. Right now we just have Make Money Online niche and we have the free health niche as well. So we got all kinds of stuff in here to help you guys sell. I love this template here. It's considered like a listicle template. And you can use this, doesn't have to be, you can use this for anything, to be honest with you. Change out the pictures, change out the texts, if you just like the way it's all set up. Let's bring this one in. I'll show you how to do it. So let's go in here. And all I have to do is download funnel. The key here is you need to be logged into your Builderall account for this to work. It's not gonna work if you're not logged in. So I'm gonna download this funnel and we got a little pop-up and it's from my account, my Builderall account, and then 2 would be your Builderall account. It should be your email there. And all we have to do is hit confirm. We can go to site dashboard. And once I'm in here, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here where it says unpublished. And it'll be right here. It'll be the first one in your unpublished. And then all we have to do is click the 3 dots and hit publish. Now it's on the top. We can just hit close. Now you successfully uploaded a template from my account into your account. Perfect. How easy is that? And then you can go in here, edit this, and there you have a full Builderall template already built out. All you got to do is go in here, edit the text, change the pictures, or just use it and just put your own affiliate link right in here for that particular product. You could do it that way too. But you have everything all set up and ready to go. That's it. And then the only thing else you would have to do is fix your footer with your privacy policy. We'll go over that at another time though. But for now, that's it. You have a Builderall template right into your account, all done for you. Pretty cool stuff. So definitely make sure that you sign up for Affiliate FastPass. This is a great way for you guys to get started, have templates that are done for you, download them all. You may find them useful straight out of the box for that particular product that's in there, or you can learn how to edit those templates so you have extra templates in your account for you to duplicate and use. Pretty cool stuff. And some of them have setup instructions on how to get it all set up as well. The last thing on the list is if you want to sell Builderall and you want to be an affiliate, in this segment, I'm going to show you how to set up your own unique domain, which will be very important if you want to sell Builderall as an affiliate and make commissions like I do. Now, as of this filming, I've made over $53,000 selling Builderall. So it's definitely a great commission structure, 30% on every sale you make and 30% on the second tier of everyone who you sell Builderall to. If they sell Builderall to someone, you get 30% on whoever they sell Builderall to. So that's it though. It's not an MLM or anything like that. It's 2 tiers and that's it. It cuts off from there. But that's 30% for your direct sales and 30% on anybody who your directs sell Builderall to as well. That's super cool, very lucrative. Like I said, I've made over $53,000 doing that. So great, great income, and that's passive income. Every month that they renew their Builderall account, every single month, you're going to get 30% for the life of that particular client. Super cool. So for that, we're going to jump over to affiliates right up here. And then we're just going to click on right over here, the Builderall Premium Funnels, or it might say Builderall Funnels or something like that if you have the premium account or if you have a lower account. I highly recommend upgrading to the Builderall Funnel Club. That's my personal opinion because you just get so much more. Now, your account is going to look a little bit different than mine. You can see I've already connected a custom domain. So I bought a domain from Namecheap. You can buy this for Builderall, doesn't really matter. And I have my own domain. And this is good because you probably have something that says builderall.com and I don't want that. And it's not good. It's not going to work. That link, thousands of people have a similar link to that. And a lot of the social media will not like that link. They will just say, nope, you can't use this link. Google ads, you can't use that link. Facebook ads, most likely you can't use that link. So it is best if you're looking to be an affiliate for Builderall, you want to sell Builderall accounts, you definitely want to connect your own unique domain to this. Now, all you have to do is hover over domain. I'm going to jump over to another account to show you what it would look like for you. Let's do that. Once I click on affiliates, we'll have this here in your dashboard. I would recommend watching all of these videos here. So just click on them all. How do I make money? How do I scale my business? What is the business potential? How do I start? And you just go through that process of watching them. They're very short videos and I highly recommend it. So in this client's case, you can see they have a very long affiliate link up here in the top right-hand corner. They don't have, this is like the builder plan. It's the cheaper plan. And we have to just go to affiliate funnels. But if you're a funnel club member, a premium club member, it'll probably say Builderall affiliate funnels or something like that. Let's click on affiliate funnels. And then once you do that, you'll see tutorials. You can watch this. It's a really short video. And what I'm going to do here, you can see, here's that long link I was talking about. You can really see it up close, office.builderall.com, super long link, and that's just not going to work. So what we need to do is go to connect domain. And here, if you bought your name from Namecheap, you would just put myaffiliatelink.com. You would just put that here. That's it. And or you could buy a name from Builderall. That's the fastest and easiest way. You can do that. It's all set up. But if you want to connect a domain, we would go through that process. Remember when we connected everybodyloveshadow.com through Namecheap? It'd be the same process. That's it. That's how easy it is to get everything set up. Have your own unique affiliate link for Builderall. I guarantee you it's the best way to go. If you use the Builderall, it's going to cost you, I don't know, $15 to $20 to buy a domain. You want to keep it as short as possible. And if you go to Namecheap or something like that, you can get a domain for a couple dollars, up to like $10 for a .com. It's worth it per year. I mean, so that's worth it to me, and to have your domain, and it just takes you through the process of setting everything up. Just watch the videos, the tutorials. If you have any problems, you can always reach out to support, and they'll get you all hooked up and set up. And you'll see, because this is the builder plan, this is the cheaper plan, you can just click upgrade to get to the funnel club. So if you want to do that and get all the perks of being a funnel club member, I highly recommend that. It's the best way to go. I know this is a long video. I know it might seem confusing. Just rewatch this, pause, and just go through the process. But once you get this all set up, these are the core elements you really need to get done and get set up right away. And things will be so much easier. You'll understand so much, and your Builderall experience is going to just be expedited. You're going to be very happy, very pleased, and you'll understand how to get things done and get live, literally live in 24 hours if you really want it to, with everything that you need. Thanks for watching, and I wish you great success.